Inside the box you'll find your MamaTENS MyTime unit, 2 batteries, a handy neck cord, a belt clip, a plastic protective case, 4 electropads designed specifically for use with your MyTime, a pictorial guide and, most importantly, an instruction manual. Please read this thoroughly, especially the safety notes and precautions. We recommend that all mums-to-be familiarise themselves with the unit prior to the due date for added peace of mind. Before use, you'll first need to assemble your MamaTENS MyTime. Ensure that the unit is switched off and insert the black plug, which is connected to the pad wires, into the base of the machine. Once you've done this, you'll need to ask your birthing partner to place the electropads into the correct position on your back. To ensure adhesion of pads, the area of skin that they're going to be applied to needs to be clean, dry and free from grease or powder. Place the pads with the white wires under the bra line, like this, and the pads with the black wires just below the knicker-line, like this. With the pads in place, you can choose to use the belt clip or the neck cord, whichever you're most comfortable with, so that you're able to remain as mobile as possible. Now that the unit's assembled, you're ready to switch on the machine and start using your MamaTENS MyTime. To switch the unit on, press and hold down the top left-hand button on the front of the unit until you hear a beep and the screen lights up. When you first switch the machine on, it automatically selects Labour Programme A, which will be displayed in the top left-hand corner of the screen. This program is designed to provide a pulsing sensation that triggers the release of endorphins, relaxing you and relieving you from pain. Use the 2 buttons on the right of the unit to increase or decrease the intensity of background stimulation to a comfortable level. In Program A, there are 2 modes, indicated on screen as INT, which stands for interval, and CON, which stands for contraction. Interval mode is for use between contractions, and contraction mode is for use during contractions. You can switch between the 2 modes at any time simply by pressing the boost button, which is the silver button on the side of the unit. When a contraction begins, press the boost button. When it ends, press the boost button again, and the unit will return to the interval mode and continue stimulation at the background level you chose earlier. When your contractions intensify and become more frequent, it's advisable to progress to the next program. You can do this by pressing the Program button, which is labelled P. The LCD screen will display B. Again, there are 2 modes, interval and contraction. Use the boost button again to change between them. If you find programs A and B don't meet your needs for pain relief, there is a 3rd program, C, which provides a higher level of pain relief. Press the Program button again and this will take you to Program C. This program ramps the power or level of intensity during the final contractions. Use the right-hand buttons again to set a comfortable level of background stimulation. When you experience a contraction, just press the boost button down and hold it. The intensity will increase until you release the boost button. If you press the boost button again, the intensity will remain constant until you release the button. When the button's released, the intensity will drop rapidly and return to the background setting you pre-selected. This is a very natural way for you to control your pain as you rapidly increase and decrease the intensity to match the strength of your contractions. Your MamaTENS MyTime unit also allows you to time your labour, your contractions, and importantly, the time between contractions. When you press the boost button, the timer in the bottom left of the screen will begin. When you release the boost button, it will stop and display the duration of the contraction in seconds. The interval timer at the top right of the screen will display the time between your last 2 contractions and will update when you release the boost button at the end of a contraction. To view the overall duration of your labour, press the Time in Labour button. When you press this button, the screen will change and display the total duration of your labour in hours and minutes in the top right-hand corner of the screen. You can reset this by pressing and holding the Time in Labour button for 5 seconds. To switch the unit off, press and hold the Off button for 3 seconds. When you switch the unit on again, it will remember the last program and settings you were using. This information will only be reset if the unit has been switched off for more than 2 hours or if the batteries have been removed. And that's all there is to it. It's quite simple, really. Just remember the 3 programs A, B and C, which you can choose at any time as your labour progresses. And when you need a boost, just press boost.